Air. It's way too early for the fake. This that real game for real bros. No DECAFF, no cap. Welcome to Shogun Bros, no DECAFF. Live every weekday, 6:30 in the morning, Central Time. Did you hear what I said? Central Time. We talk dogs, bloodline building to yard work, from stud talk to the truth behind the pups. This ain't no highlight reel. It's how you really build legacy. Shogun Bros, no DECAFF. Pull up, pull up, handle yours. This ain't just content. It's culture. Welcome to the cookout with Toyo, where family vibes meet front porch truth. No scripts, no filters, just heart, heat, and hot plates. Ooh. Step up with elevated perspective, with elevated game for grown men and women building mind, spirit, and vision. And men at work with pimps over simps. Choice. Real convos, no cap, all purpose for the men behind the mission. 3 shows, 1 network, all gas, no DECAFF. Put no cream in my man. Look, Shogun Unlimited, man. Press play and get, man. Come on, press play, press play.
Hey, what's happening? What's going down, man?
What's good, big dog? What it do, big dog?
It is Tuesday, May 20th, man, and we back in here like we left off wallet and keys. What's going on, Dre?
Man, shoot, bro. You know what I'm saying? Can't call it, might spoil it, big dog.
Yeah, wake up, wake up. Wake up,
Yeah.
wake up.
Yeah, man. We in here, man. We in here, big. You know what, bro?
What's that?
A lot of these mornings, man. Like this morning, Aaron, I had to spin over, man. That alarm went off, bro.
Hey,
So
I'm gonna tell you right now. As soon as that alarm go off, when you have it these days, first thing you do is put the feet on it. That's my whole thing. Get your feet on the floor.
Man, that worked for you. That worked for you. That's discipline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of people attribute everything to discipline, man. And why I believe discipline is important. I think your reason, your motivation is just as important if you have the discipline to follow your motivation. If you have the discipline to follow your motivation. So when my alarm went off, I was like, I'm laying there, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, the dogs need water. And then I think, I'm no kidding, like, you know what I'm saying? I think like, man, like, you know, it's people right now that's counting on us because we become part of their routine. You know what I'm saying? They count on us just like a real cup of coffee, man. They count on us, man. And I see them, and those people, man, that's, you know what I'm saying, my wife, you know what I'm saying, Bloodthirst in here.
Hey.
Mickey Foster.
Hey.
Hard finish.
Hey.
Like I said, wifey in the building.
Yeah.
Lil J.
Lil J. You dirty dog. You dirty dog. Kennels, man.
Yeah, man. Like I see those same people every day, man. You know what? Like even when I don't want to do it, I'm like, okay, these people believe in us, bro. They here to support us every day. They put their time, their money, their effort. They sharing their dogs with us. They believe in us, bro. If I quit this morning, I'm not just letting me down. But we got a combine and man building that's going on Shogun Unlimited, no DECAFF. And the combine is counting on me to be a game dog. And the whole combine is counting on Dre to change the game. And I gotta get up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I might take a 9 count in the corner, but when I finally scratch, I'm scratching hard. I'm talking about knocking brisket out, knocking teeth loose, all kind of stuff, man. But we gonna scratch into life. Let's get this show started, Big A.
Yes, sir. Man, so today we talking about you need a mentor, or do you? Do you or not? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And you know how that is, man. You know, can make you or break you, man. But before we get there, man, we gonna jump to the dog of the month, man.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah. That's that chainsaw right there, boy. Man. Yeah, man. That's a good dog right there, man. That's a good dog, man. That's that chainsaw, man. Then we got the dog of the week, man. Dog of the week. Hattori Hanzo. Yeah, and he just won at the ADBA show over the weekend. For those that don't know, so if you don't know, now you know. Man, and he had to deal with some a couple of biased judges, still came out on top.
Yeah.
Can't deny a good dog. Can't deny a good dog, man. Yeah. Even though you'll try.
Yeah. I think that judge should be checked. I ain't gonna say fire him because I ain't trying to take nobody livelihood, but that judge should be on that. You know what I'm saying? Well, what y'all doing, cuz?
In all fairness, on the judge's behalf, I would like to know what other dogs was there first. You know what I'm saying? Running with them. That's the only thing. Other than that, yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? I got to get all the evidence, you know. I got to see everything that was moving around.
That's one of the things that's hard to be proven unless it's hard to prove it. You know what I'm saying? And so you gotta this is where the crowdsourcing coming in. This is where the community comes in to hold people accountable, bro. You know what I'm saying? The judge said they didn't want a black dog class. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, okay, I don't know who else in the crowd heard that. Y'all all heard that? Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. You know, let's go ahead and hit the sanctioning authority on this one right here, man, because we didn't even get a fair shake at it. We're not even getting a fair shake at it. You know, mind you, it is what it is, man. You know, it is what it is. But I pay $15 for typically $15 to enter into each confirmation event, and then $10 per fun show at the ADBA. I pay that money right there. I expect to be judged fairly. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because on average, I spend between $70 and $150 registering my dogs for a show when I go to a show. Because I'm entering in every contest I can. I want to have the most accolades possible when I leave there. So I'd be pissed. You know what I'm saying? I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
But back to you, my brother.
Yeah, you know, you talking about the build up, you know, the work up, you know, everything that you had to do, you know, going to a show is more than just gas money and you know, entry fee money, you know, to whatever whatever category you jumping into, man. You talking about the feed, the time invested in working up towards this show. It's a lot of stuff to go involved. So naturally, if you put in the work to go to a show, you're gonna be emotionally driven to win, and you'll be you know, definitely looking for the fairness out of the fact, man, because it's more than meets the eye when it comes to the time and finances invested into making a show. So yeah, I definitely understand. Definitely understand, man. Yeah, man. But let's jump into this whole thing, man. You know, this game will humble you unless you humble yourself first. And that's what a mentor does. It keeps you sharp, teaches you the ropes, and prevents unnecessary losses. We talking finance, we talking emotion, we talking time, we talking everything involved. Let's jump to that Bushido code, man. And that's your Chu-gi, loyalty, you know. And a warrior honors those who walked before him by listening, learning, and then leading. A warrior honors those who walked before him by listening, learning, and then leading. A man who chases no wisdom becomes the fool of his ego. Promised. A man who chases no wisdom becomes the fool of his ego. Promised. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And for you stubborn boys who can't get right, you can't learn everything the hard way. You know what I'm saying? You can't learn everything the hard way. Boy, you a tough son of a gun if you do though.
Or you're too exhausted to complete the mission.
Man, that too. You a tough, you a tough, exhausted fool. Yeah, man.
Tired and angry, wishing you hadn't exhausted the energy, having to learn those lessons you could have learned through wisdom. Not the easy way, but just through wisdom, you know.
Yeah, man. Nah, for real, bro.
And you said it's called Chugi.
Chugi. CHUGI. You know, we have the Chu, we have the Gi, and you know, with the Bushido code, they will combine words to make it into another, you know, they combine. It's like Voltron. They link up and it becomes something even greater.
Yep, just like we linked up with DECAFF with that One Piece tip.
Hey, wifey in the building, man.
Hey, what up, Tip?
Hey.
Big A.
Yes, sir.
Big A. I get so mad at you when you put yo in front of the Shogun Bushido word of the day.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Because and that's why I said that's why I want to enunciate Chugi, because it's when you add yo, it changes the meaning of the word.
Yes, it does. It does.
So, and because I spent so much time in Korea, I'm like,
hey man, why you correcting me now? You should have corrected me back then when it first started, before it became bad.
But that's the way you lead into it, because you're speaking English. So he's like, the word of the day is yo chugi. But there's like, you know what I'm saying? But when you speak it with an Asian dialect, that changes the whole. It makes a completely different word. And so because I spent time there, I got Korean friends that watch this show. I'm like, let me fix that, because when you mix Hangul with Japanese, it's offensive.
Yeah. Okay. Well, for y'all who we're gonna talk a little bit of military terms. For y'all don't understand what just happened, this boy just had good tact. You know what I'm saying? He just had good tact with that whole approach. You know what that is, right, Dre? No,
I'm gonna tell y'all what really happened.
Oh, that's an army thing there.
I'm gonna tell y'all what really happened. Happened. Big A had the wisdom to understand that the correction came from love and not from hate. It's a lot of people who I would have said that too. It would have turned into an argument, you know. But the brother knows that's all love, because, like I said, he knows that I'm exposed to people that he don't know, and he's exposed to people that I don't know. And I want the projection of his greatness to be that. So I like how you spelled out the word just to clarify. You know what I'm saying? Exactly what you were articulating. So thank you for doing that.
Man. You know what it is, man. A page from your book, man. I'm not trying to be right. I'm trying to get it right. You know,
appreciate that, bro. Yeah.
And good tack. I guess that's an army word. You know, like
we got in the Air Force we call it tack, time, and place. You know, so we make correction. Do you have the time? Are you in the right place? And do you have the skill, the tact to make the correction? If not, you need to just yell at the person and let them figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the yelling starts when you don't have the 3 T's: tact, time, and place.
Man, you know, man, that's crazy how that stuff carries over into, you know, real life outside the military, man. That stuff. I've seen the military change a lot of boys around, man, on the cool, man. I had a homeboy that just couldn't get right. That boy that boy's something else. Nah, he's somebody.
But I tell you what, man, it's not that it changes you. It questions your processes all the time. That's what we do. Like, is what you're doing the best practice? No. Why are you doing that stupid? Like, nobody has time for you to learn on the government's dime. If we wanted you to learn, we would have issued that to you too. You know what I'm saying? Like, do it this way and shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. You know what I mean? It's and that's why the longer I stay in, man, the more I like it's only certain civilians I can tolerate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you would never get it. If you didn't serve, and I'm not even serving is not enough.
Yeah.
If you didn't serve in a leadership capacity, you will never understand.
Yeah.
You will never get it. Like, because you as a private, as a corporal, you worse than a civilian because you have just enough money and just enough training and just enough strength and skills to get yourself in some real trouble. That's all you got.
To be a
young, dumb, full of cum, traveling the world, ready to fight, ready to die, and ready to impregnate every country that you go into. That's what, for real. Okay?
Man.
That's what it is. And most people serve at that capacity, E4 and below, most of the time when they get out their first tour. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, the first time as a sergeant, I ate food before my troops ate food, and I got that correction. You don't just learn to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? You practice it. Leadership is a practice attitude, right? And we're going to lead into the show about need a mentor, but I'm going to explain this about being a mentor. Okay, so I didn't have a mentor in leadership. I didn't care about being a leader. I just wanted the money. I wanted to make rank, to get more money, to do more debauchery. You know what I'm saying? The more money I do, the bigger engine I can put in this V8 and on this Dodge Challenger and do it what every other young man does. Get a car they can't afford, a house they can't afford, and ball out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just keep it real. So this is where mentorship comes in. But I didn't understand true leadership or being a mentor to somebody until it was pressed upon me. And so as a sergeant, you know what I'm saying, we in Korea, and I'm a new sergeant. You know, so I've had on that 4th stripe for a year yet. And my guys, they were taking long and I was hungry. I'm going to the gym, so I'm getting ready to eat my pre-gym meal. And my E6, he caught me, man. He said, man, bro, he was like, look, he was like, no longer when you eat is your family fed. No longer when you eat is your family fed. And I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, what is he talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So, long story short, I'm gonna break it down for you.
When you are just a little bit.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Now my light fell off my desk, man. I got excited, but
yeah.
So what he meant was, okay, when you have kids or when you have people, even as a manager at a job, when you're in charge of people, you have to make sure that everybody's eating, everybody's being provided for. So before I became a leader, before I was in charge and I had other people in my charge, when I ate, my family was fed. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I ate, the mission is accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But when you're in charge of kids, when you got a wife, when you got troops, when you're a manager at a job, when you're a master trainer, when you're a mentor, you know what I'm saying? You're not considered fed until everybody in your charge is taken care of. And that's one of the things that if you've never been there, you don't think that way. And I can see it when I deal with people, like people argue, but I'm like, they don't know. You know, so they can't help that they don't know because they don't have a reason to care.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fathers, it's a lot of fathers, a lot of wives, it's a lot of adults that have never truly had to care for another person. You know what I'm saying? And it's not their job to care because, you know what I'm saying, they didn't sign up for it, but I signed up for mine. You know what I'm saying? I took that stripe. You know what I'm saying? I said that oath. You know, so I don't know. I didn't mean to get carried away, Big A, but you said something, man. I want to put that out there, bro.
No, man, that's we talking about mentors, man. You know, and we're gonna tie in a little bit of your career to it too, man, because it's a lot of mentors that changed your path in that direction, and it's the same thing with the dogs too. So let's jump into that, man. So why do you think you need a mentor in your camp? And I fool with I'm part of Inc. Impalas and Caprices. And even though I just sold my Impala, man, in the process of building my Impala, man, I had a whole bunch of things in my mind, like things I want to do. Yeah, I'm over exaggerating. I'm gonna have a fish bowl in there. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And da. And when you build a car, man, it's a lot of things that you might know on one particular model of car, but you get a different car, you jumping into something else, man. The whole all the ratios, everything might change. So you can go down a rabbit hole with that as far as try to figure things out, or you can get part of a forum, see people who's got maybe 2,000-3,000 people with the same car that's done everything that you could possibly think of to the car, made all the mistakes you could possibly make with the car, and you can, put your stuff out there, man. And at the same time, it's like you'll get some good feedback and save you some time, energy, heartache, financial strain, and the whole nine, man. And I think to a certain extent, it's the same way all the way around the board, man. You can get some bad mentors, good mentors, and all, but and we have one of those real rough communities, man. You got to have thick skin. So being able to be involved in be able to find the right mentor could be a strain. But once you get the right mentor, man, it can save you generations. It can save you years of work. But yeah,
for sure. And man, Dogman TV, welcome to the building, man.
Hey,
RBG Lone Wolf, welcome to the building, bro.
Yes, sir.
Salute. Yeah, man. But now that's real big. A mentor can save you a lot of grief, a lot of heartache, man. My mentor saved me jail time. You know what I'm saying? Definitely did. So I definitely appreciate and understand the value of a mentor. And I'll tell you what, man. Everybody who has knowledge ain't a mentor. Everybody who has knowledge on the topic ain't a mentor. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay. One of the things about being right and getting it right that I've been talking about is you got to care more about the person than they care about themselves to be a mentor. You can be you can just be a disciplinarian. A lot of people think being a disciplinarian means being a mentor or being a coach. And that's not the same thing. A disciplinarian is there to enforce standards. That's what a lot of y'all are. They call yourselves mentors. I just want you to do it right. I want to be right. Nah, mentors and coaches want to get it right, because a disciplinarian use what's called coercive power. Their power only works when they're present, or somebody or a delegate of theirs is present to hold it over you. But a coach or a mentor, I'm gonna tell you how you know if somebody's a coach or a mentor. Okay, with a disciplinarian, y'all go. If they catch us, if I get caught, that's a disciplinarian. If you view this person as a disciplinarian, you say, if I get caught. As a coach or a mentor, you go, I can hear them right now. I know exactly what I know exactly their doctrine. They have imprinted their doctrine in you so much. I know exactly what he's about to say.
Yeah.
And sometimes you get it wrong, and then they pleasantly surprise you. So you always like, man, do I really know them? You're interested. You're excited to learn from this person. That's a mentor.
Yeah.
And then a coach is not the same either, because a mentor is not there all the time. My mentors, some of them I talk to once a year. Some of them I talk to now every 3 years, because the lesson I needed to learn at that time, the mentorship I needed, that's what I needed from them at that time. And life has changed. Some of my mentors, I outrank them now. They can't mentor me on my career anymore. We're still friends, but we're just friends now. They're not a mentor anymore, right? A coach is there with you almost daily. They're coaching you through it. A life coach, a physical fitness coach, a basketball coach. They're there to help you with, like the task at hand. And they're going to talk you through the whole thing. Okay, you need to sit down real quick. I'm going to put you on the bench real quick. All right? Look, when you go back in there, the dude is killing you. He can't go to the left, though. That's a coach. The mentor is going to say, hey, man, look. When you, next season, like prophetically, next season, I realized your cardio wasn't right when you started this season. So it's going to take you a whole year to apply that mentorship. It ain't gonna be something you can apply in the game, like in that moment. That's not mentorship, that's coaching. All right. And a lot of mentors can coach, they can dual hat it, but there's mentors that have told me stuff and I couldn't use it for 10 more years because I wasn't mature enough at a point in my journey where I can understand it. That's mentorship.
Yeah.
That's mentorship.
And I got a good example for anybody that's in the boxing or anything like that, man. So Mike Tyson is the perfect example of a mentor. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson has the skill, the knowledge, everything that you would have in the game to be a coach. But in his mind, he's still a fighter. So what you can get from him is mentorship. That's an example. Floyd Mayweather, mentor. You know, these boys can't coach to save their life because in their mind they a fighter, but they can give you the knowledge you need about the experience. You know, about how to handle certain situations when they happen. You know, when you slacking on your game or whatnot. It's a difference between that and a coach. Now, let's get real, and let's get real serious. So, we are in the age of information, man. So much information is flowing through these social media platforms, man. You could reach out and get damn near any kind of information you want. So, in the year 2025, do you think that you need a mentor or not? Because in my opinion, you know, and I talk to somebody who feels otherwise, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Everybody learns their own way and takes their own, you know, whatever. But in my opinion, you can't get 20 years worth of game and information and knowledge off of YouTube in a couple of hours or a day. You know, you could get vital information, but you know, the things around it, no, I don't think so. So that's just my personal opinion. In 2025, do you guys think that you need a mentor in the flesh, or do you think that the age of information is taking over?
That's a good question. I don't think I would have a mentor that I wouldn't go out of my way to meet in the flesh, regardless of whether I met him online or not. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care how we met as a mentor. Like I want to. There is something to looking a man in the eye. Like no, you know what I'm saying? Pause.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
There's something about looking a man in the eye, man. Like it's people that I talk to every day on the internet, and I've never met them, and I would still be apprehensive about meeting them because until I meet them, until I see them in person and get a feel for them, the vibe they give off. You can't buy. You can feel a vibe here, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can insinuate a vibe, but you can't feel the vibe. All right. Like, you know, I think it's a lot. It's a lot. There's a lot that cannot be done through a digital connection. You know, and while I'm the king of the digital dog show, like, you know, it's
what's up?
But it's, man. Okay, I'll give you an example. All right, so if you ever meet me, man, and all my Big A is a mentor of mine too, y'all. All my mentors know this thing about Dre, man. You will never get to me by sarcastic talking. Like my mentors know this about me. You want to get Dre to move, it'll never be sarcasm. Never. It'll never be sarcasm. And then, even then, the one thing that really will motivate me, I gotta respect you as a person for it to even fire me up. When you tell me I can't do something. Don't you tell me what I can't do. You go tell me what you can't do. Your limp dick, some, you know, like that's. But I gotta respect you because one, I gotta believe you can do what you're telling me I can't do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's a very elite group of people that can really get Dre fired up and see the real Dre, like the raw, competitive, just visceral. I ain't hearing nothing. You know, knock, nobody's home until this competition is over. Dre, right? And so that's one of the things right there. You never get online because like I can just cut off the computer. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, bro, my mentor, like, is it my drill instructor mentor? Man, this dude, man, there was times in the office where we'd have to like other people would leave because the conversation would be so you can't cut off an in-person conversation. You know what I'm saying? He telling me everything I ain't did, and I'm telling him everything, every reason, not excuse, every reason why what he telling me is impossible. He couldn't have done it either. You know what I'm saying? And it might be 3 days when we speak again. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it got it's to the point where the captain is like, I'm gonna just leave. You know what I'm saying? My captain, he a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? He a lawyer from Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Captain Boy. He's a major now. Shout out to Major Boy. Major Boy be like, look, when Brandon Johnson and Andre Williams get to arguing, like it's like the hood. It's like because he's from New Orleans. Okay, so like he ain't scared of me, and I'm from Bladenboro. I ain't scared of him. You know what I'm saying? And it's other people. Color don't make a difference either. Black people, white people, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Koreans. Everybody is getting out of that office when Brandon Johnson and Andre Williams get arguing because They don't understand the level of mentorship. Brandon Johnson is probably one of the few men I would say, okay, if we fight, I'm gonna have to kill him. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we fight, I'm gonna have to kill him. Like, you know, but like I gotta respect you on that level for you to be a mentor, right?
Yeah.
And so you can't get that on the internet, man. So to answer your question, man, like, you know, it's man, you know, and but I tell you what, that mentorship turns into the point. It's like at this point we're just friends. Like I wouldn't even call him a mentor anymore. Like he was my mentor, but at this point, man, the level of student to master like cognition that we had. There's a poster of him that they made for basic military training, and I had it in my office. And man, some of my coworkers thought it would be funny to hide that poster. Do you know I tore them a new one, bro? I was like, bro, let me explain something to y'all, man. Like it's certain people you don't play with like that. You know what I'm saying? If it's a photo of my mom or something like that in my office, man, like you touch that, I don't care what the military tell me. I'll smack the piss out you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So don't put yourself in that situation. These are things, you know, going back to what the brother was saying. You can't see that in person. Like my emotion, like I don't do the whole like rah-rah stuff. I was never a good trash talker. You got to see me work. And like even a mentor would be that. A lot of my mentors think they don't believe the hype. Even Brandon Johnson thought I was just hyped up. I was selected to be a trainer by a guy that he didn't like named Mike LaBarge, right? So LaBarge picked me. So Johnson is like, hey man, like, you know, you LaBarge choice. You wouldn't even be a drill instructor right now if it wasn't for LaBarge. And then after he saw me work, he's like, you know what? I see why LaBarge picked you. You know what I'm saying? I thought you was hyped. You know what I'm saying? And I get that a lot. I thought you was hyped, Trey. And the mentors, the mentors that give me a chance, they're like, man, you know what? Probably my easiest people to deal with, you know. So shout out to the mentors that give young brothers a chance, man. Salute.
Yeah, man. And having a mentor, you know, well, I'll say this. The majority of my mentors have no filter. Yeah. I absolutely no filter. So I got accustomed to that, you know, when I would get information, man. So one of the things that I always learn to do is look for the message, because that's what they try to give me, no matter how they no matter how it's presented. But it's real though. I think, you know, today with the age of information, man, because you see, boy, let me stop. So you'll see people come on and say, hey man, what are you doing on the internet? You need to be out here doing this. You need to be out here doing that. All the while they on the internet telling you what you need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, you know, using social media for a tool is especially in the age of information, can be vital, you know, because it's a lot of videos that, you know, I'm definitely one of them, man. Sometimes I have no patience. You see a video come on, you trying to put something together, you trying to do a DIY you know, type deal, man, and you watching a video to put it together. And they got the intro come on, then they want to talk about what they got going on, then they want to show you the setup. And no, man, just get to the point, you know. So you watch certain things, man, you get the information that you need, and then you run into certain issues that you don't see on, you know, you can't find it on social media, you can't find it anywhere. What do? That's when that mentor really play a big part of your situation, man. You know, example, man, you know, I know how to, I know the process of courting when it comes to mating, like a male and female. For me, I would, you know, I've seen it, but most of the matings when I was really at my mentor's yard happened right there on the yard. So it wasn't too much of the courting where you got to bring them around and do all that other stuff. But Dre, you was having a situation, man, when you was trying to mate Bacardi to Knucklehead. And you got all the information, you well versed in what you know, and our mentor, you know what I'm saying, is has a lot of information on what he knows. But at the same time, you in this situation, you both of y'all have been here before, but it's a situation that's never happened before. What do? You call somebody else, and they gave you the right information that you needed right there and there for y'all to move forward, man. And it changed it, and we have what we have today because of that. Having a mentor around, man, because you could be well versed on a lot of stuff, man. But it's always people, especially the OGs, man, that's been through a lot, man.
Let me say this too, Big A. Let me say this first. Yeah. You said three things so far. If I let you go any further, I'm gonna lose.
We'll be around the world. Come on with it.
So the first thing you said was a lot of your mentors are unfiltered. Them niggas would never be my mentors because I'm too sensitive for that. And my mentors understand, okay, I'm being 100% real.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
It's every mentor is not the mentor for you. Like, okay, for me, there's certain mentors of yours that they taught me that way. We fight. I don't care how old this thing is. We just fighting. You know what I mean? And that's cool. I just stay away from it. But I don't go looking for those kinds of mentors. I go looking for mentors. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. A person that I will go to for mentorship is Schoolboy. He delivers straight cut, straight deal information. It's not clean. It's not nice. It's not mean. It's just professional. I like that kind of mentor. I prefer that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Even if I'm gonna argue, we're gonna argue straight facts, no feelings. Because once feelings get involved, I'm not listening anymore, right? Yeah. I'm just using Mr. Garcia's example because I can listen to Schoolboy all day and never get offended. Even if he says something I don't like, I will be offended by him. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Because I believe the information is more important than my feelings in that situation. Yeah. You got some of them that just throw stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? They just throw stuff out there, don't care who it is, and that's cool too. If that works for you, that works for you. But also being that I'm exposed to it, I'm learning not just from the mentor about the dogs, I'm learning about how to deal with people because there's certain stuff about the way I mentor in the military, I can get in trouble for mentoring the way your mentor is mentor. So it doesn't benefit me financially to mentor that way, right? Yeah. So the second thing is MOG said everybody doesn't need a mentor. He said nothing wrong with a mentor, but they aren't needed for everyone. I completely respect that, but I'll tell you this. I don't believe that. What I believe is this. I believe that there's a lot of people who are either not self-aware enough to know they've just been mentored to, or they're so egotistical that rather than say, hey, somebody gave me this information or somebody shared this with me, they feel like they got it out the mud. They got every single piece of information they got out the mud. And if you believe that, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Nobody will tell you different, but I promise you, there's nothing new under the sun. So every piece of information you got recycled from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So I caution you on that. That's your opinion. That's my opinion. They differ. I don't think you're wrong. I don't think I'm right. I just want to put that out there. And we're having a conversation right now. All right. And then dang, what was it on?
Three things. You were doing three things.
Yeah, I can't remember the third thing. Go ahead, Cook.
Okay. So as far as that, with my mentors being unfiltered, man, like I've just, I've adjusted to it, man. Like for me, I got, both of them, Schoolboy type mentors, very cool going, not bothered by anything, only focused on the information and all. And I've had, other mentors that'll make you get it right, but at the same time, I don't care what you saying, man. You know what I'm saying? Did I get the message? Did I get what I needed out that conversation to move on, man? Because I learned, man, some things really it ain't even worth the time of arguing or anything. Let me get what I can get from you, man, especially if you getting, crazy with it, because, it just is what it is. But I do look at some of my mentors, and I learned this the hard way, man. Even when they, being rough in the whole nine, most of them boys that really, really fooled with me and was tough and doing the whole nine is because they cared. Because I seen them, with their own family, not even say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Not fool with them or nothing. So I always take that in consideration, man. Because a lot of people will, if you really, really, really don't fool with somebody, you ain't gonna be out on the front line hating on them, talking anything. You pay them no mind. You know what I'm saying? So I always hear what people say, man, even if it's a bunch of BS, man. I hear it, you know what I'm saying? But to a certain extent, because I know what I know, then I know what I know to be true. But yeah.
Okay, I got the third thing, Big A.
Okay, what is it?
Okay, so mentors. Mm-hmm. All my mentors have left lasting impressions, things that I will never change until I find either another mentor or have lost all use for it. And the example you told will trigger that. To this day, I don't think I will ever use a breeding stand ever. I don't care. Like, because I'm telling you right now, I thought I needed one for Bacardi until I got a mentor who's like, nah, idiota. Like, no, like, what are you doing? You like, what are you doing, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying?
But that's a perfect example right there. But continue.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, bro, like, you know, to this point, you know, to this day, I get vaccinations the way my first mentor gave vaccinations, and it's always worked. To this day, I use the same keep on all my dogs because Apache Kennels reached out to Michoacan, Mexico, to some of the old breeders of the dogs, and the keep works. And how do I know it works? We winning. Yeah. Why would I change that? You know what I'm saying? Like I that's a mentor. That my keep will always be the same keep. Yeah. Until I'm getting whooped, and I ain't been whooped bad yet. I've been whooped. I ain't been whooped bad. It's close enough. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, when you got whooped, you know you didn't do the full keep anyway.
I there was something I missed, but like in general, like it's been working with these dogs for 6 generations. Like I'm not changing my keep. I don't even want to hear what you got to say about fitness unless you beat me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. And it's another thing about my mentors that makes it influential is none of my mentors are telling me something they haven't done themselves. None of them. Like it's a lot of sports analysts and not a lot of mentors, not a lot of coaches, man. There's a lot of people telling me stuff. I'm like, bro, you ain't even did what I've done. You don't have to act as I have. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna listen to you because I'm not a rude person, but like, bro, like, get in this digital dog show, get in these real dog shows, run up on me in real life, bro. I'm not talking about this. Ain't no gangster stuff. This is just like the dogs. This is dog talk. This is what it's supposed to be. We're supposed to be able to talk to each other like this without sounding cocky or pretentious. It's, bro, beat me. Yeah. You should come to the show and be like, I want to beat Samurai. You know what I'm saying? I want to go ahead and show and be like, yeah, Samurai, I tried to tell you, but you wouldn't listen. You know, that's what I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell him nothing. No, you can't. And all my mentors will tell you this too, bro. The greatest analysis a mentor ever gave me of myself was this. He said, Dre, he said, I had to learn you. He was like, I had a partner, he's Puerto Rican, his name Marty Rosian. He's Cesar Marty Rosian. He said, Dre, you and Marty are complete opposites. He said, Marty will do all the research to ensure that whatever's coming, he does not take the hit, right? Mm-hmm. He said, Dre, you're gonna take the hit every time just to see if you can eat the hit. Yeah. Okay, now this is where the kind of mentors that just talk and don't listen, that's not the mentor for me. I said, you're right. I said, Marty's prepared to take the hit, right? But Marty's prepared not to take the hit, right? I said, so what happens when Marty gets hit? Yeah. What happens when Marty gets hit? Yep. I'm taking the hit every time. I know for a fact I can take the hit. I'm gonna eat it. Yeah. Now what you gonna do when I eat this hit? Yeah. And he you know what he said, Dre, that's one of the hardest things I've ever heard from another drill instructor, bro. I said, you're right. Yeah. And then I went on to win drill instructor of the year. Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's of course he dodged your hits. Go ahead, Mayweather. Go ahead, Mayweather. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, no, it's real though, you know.
Well,
let me say this too, Big A, about taking hits. Just know this. Know if you're the kind of person that takes hits, you hadn't been taking them your whole life. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't been taking hits, and you've been that person that's been prepared, like if preparation is if that's your strong point, continue to prepare. Like you, like me, I've always learned the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Even with mentorship, they just stop me from getting killed. They're like, you know what I'm saying? They throw in the towel for me. Okay, let me pull you to the side again, brother. I see you taking this whooping. You're game. You are game. But look, let me school you a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? You need a leg dog on you. You know what I'm saying? You need to stifle a dog on you that ain't gonna kill you, but you need them to work you. You know what I'm saying? So you learn to protect the stifle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I'm not talking about dog fighting. I'm using dog fighting terms, giving an analogy and metaphor that people in the dog world should understand. You know, every situation in life is different. You know what I'm saying? I met head dogs before. I know I can take on a head dog, but I never met one that went into my brisket. I never met one that had better defense to me. So when I meet it, my mentor is like, okay, we're gonna go ahead and pick up this dog. He's game. He's gonna die game. You're set. Let me pick him up. So let me pick him up. Your mentor's got to know that about you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your mentor got to know that about you, man.
Yeah, man. But that when you were talking about that breeding process, man, and when he said idiota,
yeah,
that's unfiltered, man. You know what I'm saying? He just called both y'all idiots. But at the same time, I like, and this is what I'm trying to stress to you, Dre, or stress to everybody. At that time, you didn't care what he said to you. Give me the damn answer. I need to get this done right now. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. When my mentors would tell me, hey, you stuff like that. You idiot. You such and such and such. Okay, what do I do? Tell me now. You understand? Okay.
And Big A, you know what? Now that you say that, I think I misarticulated. I don't think I did. I misarticulated my message. Once I respect you as a man, and I respect, even if you don't, it ain't even good credentials. Once I respect you, then you can be a mentor. You can't be, okay, I'll give you an example. When I was at the port, right? And this is childhood trauma. I'm sharing childhood trauma with y'all, man. Also, man, Sunday and Softy, man, I appreciate that. Thank you for your support, my brother. Talk of the City, welcome. Emmy James, welcome. But let me give y'all an example of false mentors. Okay.
Yeah.
Hear this story this morning and understand I'm giving y'all childhood traumas, but I'm also telling y'all how life works. Okay. As a kid, going to the court, Spalding Monroe Middle School, the older cats on the sidelines playing ball. You ain't never gonna dunk. You ain't never gonna be good enough. You ain't never gonna dunk. You ain't never gonna be good enough. You ain't never gonna dunk. You ain't never gonna be good enough, right? They're watching from the sideline just like I am. I'm on because there's two courts, they side by side. One court nobody plays on because it's got a bunch of rocks and pebbles on there. That's the court I learned to play on. So like if you run too fast in that court because it's got a bunch of rocks and pebbles, you will fall. So I done scraped elbows. I done tried to take off for a dunk and my feet came out in front of me. I fell on my back. I took every bump, every break for 3 years straight, 6th grade to 9th grade. These guys saying, you ain't never gonna dunk, you ain't never gonna be good enough. Okay, but every bump, every break, I'm getting closer. I start touching the net. I start touching the backboard. I start touching the rim. I start grabbing the rim. I start hanging on the rim. I start dunking a tennis ball. Then I start dunking a volleyball. And the whole time they saying I ain't gonna do it. As they see the progress, he ain't never gonna do it. Okay, cool. This is why I have an issue with mentors that are just unfiltered without showing me the credentials. None of them, these guys are 13, 14 years older than me. None of them did I ever see dunk. None of them played varsity basketball, and none of them got a ring. But I got all of them. You know what I'm saying? And the one, it'd be the one guy, man, you know what I'm saying? At this time, it was Mr. KP. He was like 50, you know what I'm saying? Mr. KP be like, man, y'all leave that boy alone, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, like, I think Mr. KP was just seeing what was going on. Okay, every summer I'm getting close. I was touching net last year. Now I'm touching rim. KP is seeing the progress. This is the mentor. He's reading me for who I am. He's not projecting his insecurities onto me. It's a lot of fake prophets and fake mentors that they project their fears and their failures onto the mentee. And that's the worst thing that can happen to you as a mentee is to have a mentor that's a chicken poop. You know what I'm saying? I quit cursing, but chicken ass. You know what I'm saying? There's like the chicken ass mentors in the game that are actually holding you back. That's why I have such an aversion to mentors that don't have accolades and can't show me the work.
Nah, for real. Yeah, man. I totally agree with that one. Yeah, man. And you do have a choice in who you listen to and who you let mentor you at the same time, man. And just imagine if you really let them folks on the sideline mentor you. Hey, they be mentoring you to be on the sideline with them talking in the next couple of generations.
and I would have quit. If I listened to their guidance, I would have quit because they were telling me to quit.
Yeah, you'd have been. They were recruited you to be their number one mascot on the sideline for them. Yeah, and
all of them now a bunch of base heads, anyways.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They know who they is. You know what I mean? Right? Still sitting on the sideline at Spalding Monroe, watching other people play basketball. Still on the sideline, watching other people play basketball, man.
Yeah, man.
That's a fine looking animal right there.
Yeah.
All right, Big A, what else on the docket, man? Because hey, you got man. I didn't think I was getting this fired about this conversation this morning, bro. I didn't. You know what
I
I'm saying?
was. I wasn't
Trigger
even
warning.
going. Yeah, I wasn't even going to do it. That's why I asked you last night. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I don't know, but I was like, yeah, no, let's talk about it. You know. So can you don't have to say any names in particular. It's not about names, but if you want to give them credit, you can. Can you name 2 mentors that have been in the dog, one in the dog game, one just in life, that have helped you make changes at the early stage?
Okay, yeah. All right, so and both of them are in dogs, by the way. So one is my uncle E. You know what I'm saying? My uncle E, man. Uncle E, everybody know him. He's the Akita guy. He's the guy that Saki named after. You know what I'm saying? And so, or his dog's named Saki and Kazi. So the dog's named the Japanese keys. My uncle was an Air Force airman. You know, so he was a medic in the Air Force. He played for the Air Force team in Las Vegas. So when I was probably like 12, 13, I had a German Shepherd, and his name was Killer. And I got this movie with a VHS tape from the local library. It was William Kohler's Training Method. And this is how influential my uncle was, man. So he came in, he saw me watching the video. He said, "That's exactly how you do it." And then he went outside. He took me to Dollar General. We got a 30-foot tie-out lead from Dollar General. And on the video, they were doing compulsion training. They was teaching the dog to recall, right?
Yeah.
He said, I bet you in 3 tugs, you can make that dog recall. And I was like, ain't no way. And I went out there with my uncle, right? And he said, let the dog drift away from you and say, call his name, call Killer, and rip this cord hard. Just like in the video. And I did it the first time, and Killer came, right? He said, let him wander off again. But next time you call him before he gets to the end of the leash, and then if he keeps going, hit it.
Yeah.
So I did it. Boom. He comes back. The third time, Killer wouldn't even leave me. So I had to throw a ball or something. When I would say Killer, boom. Killer come back on 3 tugs. That's all it took. After that, I was addicted to. I don't know what this dog training stuff is, but it was just a movie until my uncle said it was real. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm like, and that's how this internet stuff is, man. It's like it's a lot of y'all like it's like this is just a movie. I'm just watching it until somebody I believe in tells me it's real, or until I see it in real life application, right?
Yep.
So that was one mentor. The second mentor is the person who actually put me into the American Pit Bull Terriers. You know what I'm saying? And that's my cousin. You know what I'm saying? We chopped it up for like 2 hours on Sunday, and he taught me all about the husbandry of the specific breed. He taught me how to read pedigrees. You know, I didn't learn online how to read pedigrees. I knew as a teenager how to read pedigrees. I knew which bloodlines I thought I liked. You know what I'm saying? Based on his dogs, I got experience with Red Boy Jocko dogs, Red Boy Jocko Folio Tombstone dogs, and the Jeep dogs. That's all he would ever bring up. Like there was no Chinaman Frisco stuff on his yard. He didn't believe in it. He thought it was all curves. You know, just being real.
Yeah.
So it took me years to accept any other bloodlines, but what he had, and not only what he had, but where like from the breeders he got it from. So very, very influential. And to this day, if I have a question about the game dog, before I go to the internet, that's what I'm going to. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then when I go to the internet, I'm listening to hear who's saying the same thing. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm judging their merit based upon what my mentor told me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You might be right, but I don't trust you enough for you to be right. You know what I'm saying? Because with mentorship comes trust. With mentorship comes trust. And he's never lied to me. You know what I'm saying? He's never lied. If he didn't know, he told me what he thought he knew. But it was never a lie. It was never you should do this. It was hey man, this person said this. Okay, cool. You know, I don't think that. I think you should try this. You know what I'm saying? I think this will work better. You know, so shouts out to the group. Shouts out to the great mentors, and shouts out to the subpar mentors for teaching me what a great mentor looks like.
Man, that's real, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. You know what it is, man. And you know, when it comes to your mentor, man, you don't need to worship your mentor, you know, worship the ground they walk on. You just need to listen, apply, and pass it on when it's your turn. You know?
Sure.
Yeah. Yep. And Another thing, man, that we got to talk about, man, is the process. Because a lot of people want a mentor, and they want the mentor to do the work for them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want a lot of things to go in that way. And this is an old saying, man. When you're ready, the master will appear. So with that being said, man, what do you say, Dre? Luck favors the prepared.
Yeah.
And
but fortune favors the bold. Luck favors
the
prepared, but fortune favors the bold, and that matters. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes,
they're not the same thing.
It does, and both of those count when it comes to also finding the right mentor. You have to be prepared, meaning that you got to already be in the game, doing what you're doing to the fullest extent, and be into it.
That's me texting you. That's me texting you, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, all the t-shirt recipients hooking us up with their videos of them wearing the t-shirts. Okay. Man. Shout out to RBG.
Yeah, salute, man. And so being prepared and going through that process, man, and being there's a thing called obsession, that's if you're extremely into it, and then there's something that's your main hobby, that's something that you thoroughly enjoy. The more work you put into it, man, the more likely you are going to see the mentor, find a mentor, and then being bold. Sometimes you got to ask the right questions to get the right answers. Like I was talking about yesterday, man. I know, I learned this from Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad. He says he will no longer just give out information. He learned that a long time ago because it wastes his energy. He says the only thing he will do is answer a question if it's asked. So with that being said, man, if you get a mentor, don't waste the mentor's time. Ask the questions that need to be asked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because I'm not gonna lie, man. Small talk will burn up. You might get a different trade if you small talk me different.
Yeah. So when you get that mentor, don't waste any time, man. You already doing what you're doing. That's the reason the mentor is there. Be bold and ask the questions that need to get asked. Don't waste their time, and follow through, man. And you'll be surprised to how much push you'll get from them. A lot of mentors, man, I put it like this, man. It's a lot of OGs out there, man. And it goes two ways now. Let me say that and be clear. It goes two ways, but it's a lot of OGs, and I'm not talking about these dogs. I'm talking about just in general that would love to give you every ounce of information they have, but nobody fooled with them, and nobody want to hear what they gotta say. So a lot of times, man, you could get around an OG and just really ask the right questions. You'd be surprised to what information they'll give you, man. Because not a lot of people want to hear them nowadays, man. A lot of people look at the OGs, man, and be like, they don't know they was young at one time. They had their foot in it at one time, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For real, yeah.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Hey, you gotta be one of them ones to understand one of them ones, though.
Yes, sir.
For real.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? You gotta be one of them ones to understand what I mean by that is this, man. It's a lot of young cats. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. They're gonna just be who they are, man. And it's a lot of old school cats who like that, and that's the majority. Okay.
Yeah.
But the real men, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I would say, man, on average, now 1 to 20 minutes of real men. And what I mean by that is, I'm not saying that you don't have manly qualities. I'm not saying that you're not masculine. But I'm talking about like you're gonna make a difference. Like people are gonna talk about you long after you're gone. Your legacy lives on. 1 in 20 men, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Some people are going to die, and their existence will be exactly that. It was an existence that happened, and other than a headstone or an article in an obituary online, they had no impact on the world. I'd be doggone if I'm being neutral. I might be bad influence, might be good influence, but I came here with a purpose. I believe in something. You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, like your mentor has to be helping you get the direction you're trying to go to. You want to be left alone, you want to be neutral, you want to live off the grid and die off the grid, that's cool too. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You don't have to have the same purpose another man has, you know what I'm saying? But it's some unpurpose. I give you an example of an unpurposeful person. I got family members, and this is my family, my blood family. We were raised in the same yoke. They are 35 plus. They have never held a job for more than a year. They have no education, no thoughts of going to the military, out of shape, on food stamps. And I'm not saying food stamps is wrong. What I'm telling you is this is an able-bodied man. We grew up together. You know what I'm saying? We played basketball together. We had the same exposure. You know what I mean? But something about them says, I'm not going to do better for myself. Not my kids, not my wife, none of that. I'm not going to do better for myself, right? Those are the other 19 guys I'm talking about. I know these people personally. I'm not insinuating. I'm telling you what I know. You get what I'm saying? Those men, we are not the same. We are not the same. You know, and so how you gonna mentor somebody like that? There's nothing that motivates them. But shouts out to RBG, man. He sent us the photos. He received his t-shirts, man. Salute, bro.
Man. Hey, that's the bat signal. Or should I say the dog signal, you know? Yeah, Neo dog man signal. If we had a light, we put it in the sky and you see it, man. It's like a hoo-doo. That's our, you know, air. Whatever they doing it, you know.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Mike Dan, man. And everybody give you kudos on your litter, Mike Dan. Let me give you kudos as well, man. Flowers to Mike Dan, man, on a beautiful litter, man. Holla at your boy Mike Dan. Salute. Solo but connected Kennels in the building. What to do, big dog?
Hey, what's happening?
Yeah, we got 37 in the building. We got 37 in the building, man. Make sure I hit that like button. Make sure I hit that like button. And we over the time, by the way. You know what I'm saying? You lost track of time. You got so excited, bro.
Yeah, man. Just trying to, you know, make it happen, man. Make it happen, Captain.
That boy, it's your boy Supreme.
Yeah,
man. Yeah, man. Shout out to RBG, man. Absolutely. Thank you for that, man. It matters, y'all. Like when y'all receive y'all stuff, man, if y'all can just send us a little video, a little picture, something. Let people know, man, we're not playing games, man. Like it's a lot of scammers, man. Like I hate scammers. I despise scammers. They make it so hard to be an honest businessman because everybody thinks that you're the next scammer trying to get them. I swear to God, I hate scammers, bro. Like scammers are worse than dog thieves, man. Scammers are worse than dog thieves because the new media is digital. And once again, you don't meet me online. You don't know me. You don't know me, man. You know what I'm saying? And so all you got to go off of is he's on the internet selling stuff. He's on the internet trying to get my cash app. He wants me to join an app. He wants me to join a WhatsApp. He's a scammer. He's trying to get my information. You know what I'm saying? It makes it really difficult to grow. They are terrorists. They are digital terrorists. Because all terrorists is a small group of people who incite distrust and misinformation amongst a large crowd of people to stop them from gathering or to stop them from moving in one direction. That's all terrorism is. You know what I'm saying? It's not blowing up buildings. It's not crashing airplanes. It's literally making people afraid to be people and to be social. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to destroy the social construct by creating mistrust in the social construct. I hate, and I'm gonna say you the word hate. I hate terrorism. I hate it. I hate the tree huggers that believe in terrorism. You know what I'm saying? I hate the terrorists that don't want us to be able to go to places like New Orleans to what's that street they did the killing on?
Yeah, man.
Because all terrorists are cowards. There's a difference between somebody who's being a minority being attacked and a terrorist. A minority being attacked is going to attack the attacker. A terrorist just attacks random people indiscriminately to prove a point and to create fear. I hate a terrorist, bro.
Yeah, man.
And you got digital terrorists too. They're gonna attack your platform.
I just about to say that. Yeah.
To do that, man. It's a bunch of man. Like I hate them, bro.
Yeah.
My bad, big game, man. I know I got carried.
Oh, you good, man. But y'all know what it is, man. It is May 20th, man. That means you only got, 11 more days before we close those doors for that digital dog show, man. And I know y'all boys be gambling on everything, man. I seen boys gambling on roaches before in a race. I seen boys gamble on golf, man. You know, and y'all sitting around there playing these boards, man, and franchise football and all that, and football season on the way up. We got the, so how y'all gonna be doing all that, man? And you could get into the digital dog show for free. With a chance to earn, over $600 in cash prizes. Not at once, but it's being divided between the winners of each category. So y'all need to get with that, man, while y'all still got a chance. We got 11 more days before the door closed, man. And shout out to Hattori Hanzo, man, for Dog of the Week. We got the Dog of the Week coming up. Today is Tuesday, man. So you got today up till Thursday, man, to get them shots in, man. And you see, we celebrating these dogs, man. We showcasing these dogs, man. So if you want to get some worldwide recognition, especially with the Shogun Unlimited stamp, man, send them pics in. Send them pics in, man. And at the end of the day, man, when it's all said and done, we a community. We rolling and everything, man. But if you ain't a member by now, I do not know what you're doing, man. We pushing the agenda and we pushing it the right way. But other than that, man, we got Toyo at the cookout coming up next. And this is forewarning. I am trying to warn y'all, man. Bring something to the cookout. If you going over there, man, stop at the gas station if you had to. Get some sodas, get something, man. Do not show up to the cookout with nothing, man, because I don't want Toyo to have to start having one of them days again, man. But yeah, other than that, man, it's on you, Dre.
All right, y'all. So y'all know what it is, man. We're gonna close this thing out real quick today, man. If you don't know how the shows normally end, go back and watch all the other shows and see that we have a trend of praying at the end. I'm not about to give y'all a disclaimer this time. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Aaron, if you will, kill the music. Let's get this thing done so we can get over to the cookout. By the way, I'm just bringing potato chips today. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little tapped until payday. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just bringing potato chips. Barbecue, salt and vinegar, sour cream and onion, and sour cream and cheddar. That's what you get. Yeah. So bow your heads with me. May the Lord watch between you and me while we are absent, one from another. Amen.
Amen.
For the love of the dogs.
For the love of the game. Peace.
Yeah. Beat drop slow, head not flow.
Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breed for clout, we breed for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Started with Boogeyman, ghost in the chain, locked in the game, never moved for fame. Old mountain lions run deep in the flame. Shock about the fire, Michonne brought the name. Then came Fat Boy, muscle in the frame. Man, hard, put respect on the name. Shotgun smooth, but the work insane. Sugar sweet jit, but a bite ain't tame. Kiki in the back, had a game in the veins. Gatorade heavy, ran it straight through the rain. Red Ninja close, watch him work in the lane. Renegade rider can't hold that chain. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sock it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breed for clout, we breed for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Ain't no luck, just grit and grind. Every dog here put work in time. Lady Rage got that fire in her eyes. Red alert taught us how to recognize signs. Blood heavy like a 2-ton chain. Everything proven, no need to explain. They asked what's in it, that yellow campaign. Built off real, we don't fake no strain. Second with the flame, Michonne lit the wick. If you know, then you know that line too slick. From the field to the show, every move so thick you can't blueprint this. It's the legacy pick. Blood don't don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Second from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone his pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die.